What's up troopers, my name is Neon. Have you guys ever used a weapon called the RM68? It was a really overpowered weapon when it actually came out. It was so powerful that it actually lasted the whole season before it even got one nerf. Well, this is the video we're going to be talking about. This is the RM68 and is it still good? Before we get into the video troopers, you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, and of course leave a like, thank you very much. So a couple of days ago when I was just doing my stream, one of my troopers told me and was like, hey, have you used the RM68 lately? And I said to him, I was like, honestly, I haven't really used that gun in a while. I did use it like a couple of months ago, but that was it. And he was telling me that you should use this gun again because it's really a lot of fun. So I have been using it, and I tell you what, it has been. This weapon was super brutal when it did came out, and then before it even had all the spread change as well, it was even more better, and they nerfed it like 3 different times before they actually were happy with it. And these are the current final stats for the RM68. So the firepower is 45, with the accuracy of 67, the range of 48, the handling at 49, with the rate of fire of 620, with a max magazine count of 30. So you're probably wondering troopers, exactly what am I going for when it comes to the setup with this gun? What's the best way to perform with this weapon now after its couple of nerfs? And can it perform a lot more better than it originally did before? The only thing I would say with this weapon what is not good anymore is actually the long range. I would say it's pretty weak when it comes to range, but this is an assault rifle. You don't use like a sniper rifle, so you're not going to really have them long range gunfights. But what makes this weapon so good is that close range, but super deadly is actually the sweet spot of it all, and that's the medium range gunfights. I feel like this weapon is extremely good when it comes to medium range, and it's going to be a perfect choice for certain situations, especially you're going to be playing on a larger map like even Breakaway. Now this is going to be a pretty good weapon for you because a lot of the gunfights are usually at medium range. So the setup I'm actually going for is the Fusion Holo, as that's the smallest sight. That is your 1.25x, and that's a good sight. A lot of people use that dot sight anyway, so I feel like that's your #1 choice. But if you actually do struggle when it comes to your visibility, then go and switch to the thermal sight. You're going to have that same zoom level, but it's going to help you out with your better visibility. Maybe you're going to be playing like a map like Redacted, and you can't see that many troopers, so you want to use something like this to actually see where they really are. It's always tricky if someone's hiding in that bush, and this is going to help you find them. As I was saying about this weapon, when it comes to its medium range more than anything, you know, you got to stay consistent, and there's a lot of muzzles you can be going for, but a muzzle I've been using is going to really help you out with more consistency when it comes to your accuracy, and that is the tactical compensator. What that actually offers for you troopers is the weapon accuracy. The one thing you do lose a little bit on is recoil control, so you do have to be careful the way you use it, because now your weapon's going to jump a little bit more. But after a while, when you start using this weapon, you understand it more, you're going to realize that that weapon accuracy is the perfect muzzle of choice, because you're going to stay so much more consistent and win a lot of gunfights and track enemies really good. So that's perfect when it comes to your medium range. But if you want to go to close range, then I suggest to go for the short end barrel. What that's going to be good for is the close range combat, because this is going to increase the rate of fire for you, and that's going to bump up to 710, what is really nice. And the fact is as well that this is also a suppressor, so you're going to be minimap stealth by 30 meters plus, you're going to have that better vertical recoil control, and of course that suppressor sound. But this is the thing though, this is going to be some pros and there's going to be some cons from it all, because like the tactical compensator is going to help you out when it comes to your accuracy, but the short end barrel is going to help you out with your close combat with your increased rate of fire. But if you really do want to make sure you have a lot more better accuracy, then maybe use the MGL laser sight, because this is also going to help you out with your accuracy while moving, hip firing of course, but it's actually going to help you out even more when it comes to your recoil control. So that's going to be perfect when you're using the tactical compensator, because you're losing that recoil control, so you're going to use the laser sight to bump that recoil control back up to normal performance. And then when it comes to my magazine types, it has to be the standard issue extended. This is going to be your #1 choice. There is other ones you can be using, just like this close combat. The reason why the close combat is good because that actually helps you out with your recoil control, reload speeds, and rate of fire. The reason why I actually use the standard issue extended instead of the close combat is just more of the fact that you don't really lose any. The only thing you lose on this is just the reload speed. I feel like having this weapon a bit too fast could be quite overwhelming, and it's mainly this weapon's a good performance performance at close range or even medium range. So if you're going to have them gunfights at medium range, why are you going to have a really fast rate of fire weapon? You're going to be all over the place. So sometimes not having a high rate of fire weapon is a good thing, so you can stay even more consistent. So my first choice is the standard issue extended, then the close combat, and then the high powered. But there we go, troopers, that's the best setup for the RM68. I really want you guys to give it a go and tell me how you feel about it. But remember, this gun is not a long range gun, so please do not try to use it like a long range. This is not an overpowered weapon, but it is a very good performance weapon. So anyway, troopers, thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I'll see you on the battlefield.